Hello everybody. Today we're going to make a hat from balloon. In one of the previously published instructions, we use one balloon to make one hat with two faces. Back then we worked the sculpture starting from opposite end of the balloon. Today we are going to work starting from the nozzle end of the balloon. Inflate any appropriate color balloon, leaving about 4-inch flat tail. We can use this sculpture to make different cartoon characters, elves, human faces. I want to make Santa Claus in this example. We gotta get ready for the Christmas. Let's twist the first about 7-inch long bubble. It is a neck bubble. Then we twist the second soft about 1-inch long bubble. Lock both ends of the second bubble in one lock twist. It is the nose bubble. Twist the third about 3-inch long bubble. Remember, you can change size of bubbles to make hats of different shapes. Twist the fourth soft about 1-inch long bubble. Lock both ends of the fourth bubble in one lock twist. We have made one ear. Twist the fifth about 5-inch long bubble. Twist the sixth soft, the same size bubble as we made the fourth bubble. It is the second ear. Twist the seventh bubble the same size as you made the fifth bubble. Lock both ends of the chain of the last 3 bubbles in one lock twist. You can make bubbles softer if you want to make more round shape hat. Twist the 8th bubble of the same size as you made the 7th bubble. Lock both ends of the chain of the last 2 bubbles in one lock twist. Twist the 9th bubble of the same size as the 3rd bubble, about 3-inch long. And then we lock both ends of the chain of the last 7 bubbles in one lock twist. The rest of the balloon is the 10th bubble. It is the second nose. Remember, we're making 2 faces. Let's put the 10th bubble through the loop between the 8th and the 10th bubbles. We already have made one face. Now we have to fix the neck bubble. Put the first bubble through the loop between the 8th and the 5th bubbles. Congratulations, we have made the hat. Here's a back view. Here's a front view, the face. Please pay attention now. If we pull the 10th bubble, the neck bubble, all the way down, we make the second face. Here's the side view, the first face, the top view, the bottom view. In this example I use pink color balloon to make the hat. I want to use it to make Santa Claus sculpture. Let's inflate white color balloon leaving about 5-inch flat tail. Tie the nozzle of the white balloon at the base of one of the ear bubbles. I'm going to use this white balloon to make a beard and the mustache. Twist the chain of the first 5 white about 1-inch long bubbles. We're making simple beard. Stretch the chain of the first 5 white bubbles at the bottom below the chin to the second ear and lock the free end of the 5th white bubble at the base of the second ear bubble. We have made the beard. Now let's make the mustache. Just for our convenience, let's split the last pink bubble on 2 bubbles, making about 1-inch long 10th bubble, and the rest part of the pink balloon is the 11th bubble. It is the nose. Twist the 6th white very soft about 3-inch long bubble. Lock the free end of the 6th white bubble at the base of the nose bubble, between the 10th and 11th pink bubbles. Twist the 7th soft white bubbles the same size as you made the 6th white bubble. Lock both ends of the chain of the first 7 white bubbles in one lock twist. We can use the rest of the white balloon to make some hair on the top of the head. I would rather cut off nicely the rest of the white balloon. Try to keep the air inside of the white balloon, we're going to use it later. We have made the hat with beard and mustache. Let's inflate red balloon leaving about 5-inch flat tail. Tie the nozzle of the red balloon at the base of one of the air bubbles. We can make the first red bubble and lock it with the other ear bubble. To make the simplest hat, let's make something fancier. Twist the first red about 6-inch long bubble, then twist the second and the third soft about 1-inch long bubbles and lock all ends of the last 2 red bubbles in one lock twist. Now we twist the fourth red bubble of the same size as the first red bubble. Lock the free end of the fourth red bubble at the base of the other ear bubble. We have made simple Santa Claus hat. You can stop right here and cut off the rest of the red balloon, or we can stretch the rest of the balloon to the other ear bubble. Measure and twist the fifth soft bubble, and then lock both ends of the chain of the first 5 red bubbles in one lock twist. Cut off the rest of the red balloon, tie off the end. Let's fix all bubbles in proper positions. We can decorate the top of the Santa Claus hat with a pom-pom. For this purpose, I inflate no more than 2-inch long bubble at the very end of the white balloon. And now we attach this pom-pom bubble between the second and the third red bubbles on the very top of the hat. Let's use a permanent black marker to draw the eyes and the smile. Congratulations, we have made Santa Claus hat. We can modify it to use different color balloons to make different cartoon characters, superheroes, and so on. We can attach this hat to different bodies. For this example, I already prepared body as described in previously published instruction body 12. Just for the first pink bubble, the neck bubble, from the top between red bubbles of the body. Here's the back view and the front view. Later we're going to fix the body to make it look nicer. Now I want to make the hat with different face. You remember we have made 2 faces. Let's tie the nozzle of the white balloon to the base of the ear bubble. Let's make one bubble beard. Stretch the white balloon to the second ear, twist the first bubble, lock the free end of the first white bubble with the base of the second ear bubble. We have made the beard. Next we're going to make mustache in exactly the same way as we did in the first example. Twist the second soft about 3-inch long white bubble. Lock the free end of the second white bubble with the nose bubble. Then we twist the third soft white bubble of the same size as we made the second white bubble. And then we lock both ends of the chain of the first 3 white bubbles in one lock twist. Cut off the rest of the white balloon nicely, keep the air inside of the balloon, we're going to use it later. We have made the hat with beard and mustache. Now I'm going to use red balloon to make a Santa Claus hat in exactly the same way as we did in the first example. I'm not going to struggle you with explanations how it's done, you already know it. Once again I'm going to decorate the top of the hat with pom-pom. This time I want to use white balloon to make eye bubbles. Inflate 2 white soft about 1-inch long bubbles. Lock all ends of these 2 white bubbles in one lock twist and then lock them with the nose bubble. Fix all bubbles in proper positions. We have made the Santa Claus with beard, mustache and eye bubbles. And now again let's use a permanent black marker to draw the eyes and the smile. I'm going to attach this Santa Claus hat to exactly the same body. Here's our first Santa Claus. Let's remove the hat. And here's our second Santa Claus. In this example the position of the neck bubble is very convenient. Right here we can attach back with gifts. And now it is time to fix body of our Santa Claus. This body has very long arm bubbles. Let's make them appropriate size. Twist the arm bubble of desirable length. Then twist a chain of next 2 soft about 1-inch long bubbles. And then we have to lock all ends of the last 2 red bubbles in one lock twist. Cut off the rest of the red balloon, tie off the end. Use scissors if you have to. We have made one arm. Let's fix the second arm in exactly the same way. Make sure to make it the same size. In order to be able to work with arm bubbles in this way, we have to make arm balloon soft before we make the body. Remember that when you're making body. If you forget to make it soft, then you will have to make it soft by deflating slightly each side of the arm balloon. Now I'm going to use a white balloon to make hands or mittens. We have to twist a chain of 5 white soft about 1 inch long bubbles. Working with the first 4 white bubbles, you have to lock both ends of each bubble in one lock twist. Twist a bubble, lock both ends of this bubble in one lock twist. Twist another bubble, lock both ends of this bubble in one lock twist. And so on until you make 4 bubbles. And then you twist the 5th bubble and lock both ends of the chain of the last 4 bubbles in one lock twist. We have made a hand or fist or mitten if you wish. Now let's make the white bubble soft. Soft bubble is easier to attach to the arm bubbles. And now let's lock this end of the white balloon between 2 small red arm bubbles. And then we cut off nicely the rest of the white balloon. Keep the air inside of the white balloon. We're going to use it to make another hand. We have made one arm with a hand. We can make the other hand in the same way or make it simpler. Let's twist soft about 5 inch long bubble and lock both ends of this bubble in one lock twist. It is a simple mitten. Now let's make a second soft about 3 inch long bubble, lock both ends of the second bubble in one lock twist. And then we force the second white bubble halfway through the loop of the first white bubble. Cut off the rest of the white balloon and tie off the end. We have made simple mitten. Attach this mitten between small red bubbles of the other arm. Fix all bubbles in proper positions. Now let's attach the head to the body. Congratulations again, we have made Santa Claus. We can modify the body in many different ways, decorate it differently. Let's make boots for our Santa Claus. Inflate black color balloon leaving about 5 inch flat tail. Let's start by twisting chain of first 2 soft about 1 inch bubbles. Lock all ends of the first 2 black bubbles in one lock twist. Twist the third about 3 inch long bubble. Twist the fourth soft about 1 inch long bubble, lock both ends of the fourth bubble in one lock twist. And then we twist the fifth about 5 maybe 6 inch long bubble and lock both ends of the fifth bubble in one lock twist. Cut off nicely the rest of the black balloon, tie off the end. Keep the air inside of the black balloon, we're gonna use it to make the second boot. And then we'll lock the very end of the red leg bubble between the first 2 black bubbles of the boot. Make the second boot in exactly the same way. Make sure both boots of the same size. We can make the red leg bubbles a bit shorter. Congratulations, we have made Santa Claus. Here's the back view. Now let's do some more work with the head that we use for today's sculptures. In this example I use brown balloon to make it. Here's the back view and the front view. Attention! We have to pull the neck bubble all the way down to make the second face. Now let's bring the neck bubble up. This way we're making head with one face only. In this example I'm going to use flat balloons to make hair. Cut flat balloons on 2-3 parts of the same size. Put them together in one pile and hold them at the middle. Lock the middle part of flat balloons with the second bubble of the head. That's it, we have made the hair, simple and fast. We can use flat balloons to make many different hairstyles. And also we can use inflated balloons to make hair in different ways. In some of the future instructions we will talk about it. Congratulations again, we have made head with different faces. We can use it to make different sculptures, different cartoon characters, superheroes, and so on. That's all for today. Have fun and happy twisting!